It's a Monday, and thank you so much for joining us on Yadda Yadda and starting your week with us this evening. You know, we're going to be learning about Henri Matisse, and we are going to be listening to some fabulous music by a wonderful young musician. And I have on the couch this evening no one other than Shelby Johnson, independent wine consultant. Shelby, it's so good to see you.
We missed you.
I heard you missed me last week.
That was very interesting.
Well, I hear you did a fabulous job all by yourself.
Well, I have a wonderful support here.
Yes,
this whole crew was wonderful to me, and interviewing, you know, the American Wine Society,
yes.
and the guests were wonderful. Madrina, she just, you know, did
everything.
About
cabaret with Pensacola Little Theater.
Yeah, we're going to go to that.
Absolutely.
That sounds like
a great event. A great event. Okay, so what did you bring us tonight?
Wine. We brought wine. This is a Pinot Blanc.
Pinot Blanc.
And it is
now, why is it Pinot Blanc? I mean, I know of a Pinot Grigio and a Sauvignon Blanc, but and a Pinot Noir, but I've never heard of a Pinot Blanc.
Another grape.
Another
Remember,
grape.
I told you.
There's yet
10,000.
There are 10,000 grapes?
There are 10,000.
You're going to be for a long time.
I'm going to be in business forever. There are over 10,000 blending grapes, as well as main varietals.
Really?
So as well as your Chardonnays and your basic, you know, your 100% different varietals, then you've got all the small grapes that are used for blending as well.
This is very good.
Isn't it nice? It is from Alsace, France, and it's a nice crisp. It's kind of an alternative to Chardonnay. You use it with similar foods, you know, your white meats and your shellfish and things like that. It is 100% Pinot Blanc. Got my notes.
Very nice.
The color has got that straw-like flavor, even though it's light. You do have some straw.
Now, does this have like legs?
It's got some legs.
I mean, do we want legs on it or not?
We want, well, you know,
want
if we're doing a medium wine, then we do want some legs.
Okay.
If we're
legs
doing a very
when it goes down like that, right?
That's correct.
The legs.
And that just shows you that it's got a little body to it.
Okay.
The lighter wines, you won't see as much of that, but that's the way they're supposed to be.
I can see them coming down right there.
Yeah, it's quite leggy.
Yes, it is. It's a leggy wine. It's a leggy wine.
And it is, so they talk about it being golden in color and a medium, nose of white flowers.
You actually have printed out notes.
I
I'm
knew
impressed.
you'd be impressed.
She usually handwrites them.
Yeah, my husband said that, yeah, really, honey, you really should just type them out. So I felt guilty after that night. Yes.
I like the handwritten
We
notes.
printed them out, but not to say the handwritten won't come back one night because I don't always get this neat. But nice and fruity.
Nice and fruity.
But not sweet in taste. So it's got a little honey background, and not too high in acidity. So if you give it a
I don't know. I just like it. I do like it.
It goes in smooth.
It does.
It's not a real high acidic wine.
Right.
And it's also Alsace, that area of France. It's interesting because unlike the rest of France, they actually the rest of France will they don't usually use the varietal in their label. Like in the U.S. here, we have
region.
that.
They use the region.
That's exactly right. With
like
Alsace,
the Bordeaux
it's
region.
Exactly.
See, I'm learning a little bit. She's teaching me. I know.
She's a fast learner. But yeah, so they actually use the varietal. You'll see that in there, the Pinot Blanc. So a little bit different, and it's just a great wine. I use this a lot at my tastings. I also use it a lot at my house.
Very good.
And it makes a great gift because if you want to give a white wine to somebody, you know, and they're used to the regular Chardonnay or the Pinot Grigio or the Sauvignon Blanc, this is something different.
Okay.
And still sort of in between the two.
Now, people want to know, you know, how do they find these wines? And I guess they can call you, or they can go to your website.
They can call me, or they can, yes, they can go on www.myttv.com.
And if you miss that, you'll
it's on there.
It's on there. It's on there.
And
it's on the ad.
Go to my personal website, and all of these wines are listed there. But it's just as easy to call me, and I can set you straight on them and stuff and get you started.
Okay, now you were talking about making sangria.
Yes, we have wonderful consultants on our team, and they're much more creative than me. So anytime they come up with something, I know
Shelby,
it's hard to believe, but they are. And I steal everything from them.
Oh,
thank you very much.
That's why I think you're so creative.
Exactly. It's not me. But they sometimes we have people that like sweet wines. And a lot of our sweet wines, we're switching over vintages right now, so they're not in until March. So we were talking about what we could do, you know, to put a new twist on sweet wines. And they came up with these sangria recipes. So basically, I can let my hostess know, and if she wants to do sangria for her guests, then I let her know what the basis is, what fruits to cut up the night before, and, you know, what liquor to put in it. And then she sits that in the fridge overnight. And the next day, I bring the dry red wine, and we mix it right there at the tasting. And then everybody gets a splash of either ginger ale or Sprite or 7-Up, whatever they want on there.
Very
and so
nice.
It's already fermented.
What a great idea.
Isn't that great?
You are so full of good ideas.
I know. Not me, but I can steal them. But yeah, it's worked out well.
Well, you know, in the independent news this week, now, I'm not really crazy about the name. It says Lush. No, we are not Lushes.
Lush.
We like our wine, but we are not Lushes, okay? Anyway, this is all about the nightlife in Pensacola. I mean, Pensacola actually has nightlife now.
It does.
And there are so many places to go and so many things to do, so many venues, and, you know, for all ages and whatever you want to do. And so be sure and check out the independent news, because you can find all kinds of things that you probably hadn't even heard of before that you can try that are fun and different. Here you go. You can have that one.
Thank you very much.
Listen, we're going to take a break. Thank
Alrighty.
you so much, Shelby Johnson,
You're
independent
welcome,
wine consultant, for joining us again on Yadda Yadda.
Anytime.
And stay with us. We'll be right back with Sonya Davis from the Pensacola Museum of Art.
As women and moms, our families are what's most important to us, and we work hard during our lives to make sure that they are cared and provided for. Hi, my name is Kristen Marks, but you can call me My Pink Lawyer. I work with women just like you to help you plan so that if something happens to you, your family is protected and your kids are raised by the people that you choose.
Order your free guardian and planning reports at mypinklawyer.com today. My Pink Lawyer, protecting what's most important to you, your family.
Now is the time to buy at Hyundai of Daphne. Over 300 new Hyundais are in stock and on sale. And every new Hyundai is backed by our nationwide lifetime warranty. Good for an unlimited amount of time and miles. Drive your new Hyundai today and save thousands. Like a new Accent for just $98.80 or $138 a month. Or a new Elantra for just $12,988 or $179 a month.
So what are you waiting for?
Come visit us at Hyundai of Daphne today.
Welcome back to Yadda Yadda, and I have a wonderful woman with me here this evening, and her name is Sonya Davis, and she is the director of the Pensacola Museum of Art. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thank you, Cynthia. Pleased to be here.
Good, good. Well, anyway, we have this fabulous exhibit that's coming up right here to Pensacola, to the Pensacola Museum of Art, and it's Henry Matisse.
It is. Or Henri, as we were saying.
Henri. We're going back and forth. You say Henry, I say Henri. You say Henry, I say Henri. But anyway, he's one of my favorites. That's why I brought my little book. But this isn't the same kind of book that the exhibit is about. The exhibit is actually about the art books that he produced, and they're actual pieces of the books?
Yes, they're works, they're pages from the book. You were saying similar to what we did with Audubon not so long ago, but they're framed pages from 4 different books.
Very nice, very nice. And you said that the style is kind of like this.
It is.
And so, you know, you'll be seeing images. Now, how large are the images? Are they?
They're actually quite large. I don't remember in you know, inches or feet, but you know, they're sizable.
Very
There's
interesting.
about 70 pieces.
70 pieces. Oh, how wonderful.
And so it's the entire upstairs. It's really very dramatic.
And
you can imagine these. The exhibition space upstairs has been painted dark blue, and then you've got all these vibrant colors. So
oh, wow.
it's really very dramatic.
How fun. And the opening is this Friday night.
Yes, it's this Friday night, 6 to 8 p.m.
And the public's welcome.
Public's welcome, free admission. So
Even better. Gotta like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Wonderful. Now we actually have some images that we want to show, but we have no idea what they are. Oh, this is okay. This is Matisse. He's
All
kind of
right, yes.
Now is that upside down or is that right?
well,
We're not sure.
yeah, it looks upside down to me, but we've got the credits at the bottom.
Yeah,
so
it's,
apparently we're headed in the right direction.
Always a different kind of perspective from Matisse. Gotta love it. We just kind of go through these and talk about them a little bit. Oh, look at that.
See, yes. The same sort of thing
Beautiful.
that you had in your book there.
Right, and these are large images then that
Yes,
we'll go
they
in
are.
and we'll see you've got about 70 of them.
Yes.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yes. Very
Oh,
familiar.
absolutely.
That's Icarus.
Icarus. I love
Yes.
that.
Very familiar image.
Love it.
And there we have another one.
Beautiful.
They're from 4 different books from a span of a number of years.
Those are lovely.
They are.
How fun.
Yeah, very exciting. I will tell you that this exhibition on loan from the Bank of America Corporate Collection is coming from Fresno, and then it's going to Dublin.
Is it really?
Right, we're the
They
last-
just travel all over the place,
Yes,
don't they?
we're the last U.S. venue, and then they'll travel it to Dublin.
Well, if you miss
Very
it here,
exciting.
you'll have to go to Dublin. So you might as well catch it here this Friday night at the
Yeah, that's
Pensacola
right.
Museum of Art. Now, you were also telling me about this fabulous group that's speaking of these young people. So tell me about that.
We're also sort of resurrecting, if you will, Culture Club.
Culture clubs. No Boy George, though, right? Different culture club.
Yeah, right, exactly. First Thursday of every month, coming up on March 4th again. And it's been really very popular. Mix and mingle, free cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. All we ask is that you RSVP. Sort of the 25 to 40-ish.
So how do they find out? Do they go to the website, or do they just call, or just stop by, or what do they need to do?
It's been the good old social media viral marketing kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Facebook thing?
Facebook, and actually we're on Twitter now.
Oh, my
Twitter.
goodness.
Like, what the heck is Twitter?
Yeah.
But
So do you tweet? Do you tweet?
I don't tweet.
I don't tweet
in
or
that.
re- or
I don't
retweet
tweet in that. I don't tweet in that way. But we have an e-blast, and then you click on it, you send it to a friend, and I think last month, I think we had about 70.
What a wonderful group.
Yeah, and
Oh,
we
that sounds like so much fun.
started in November. So
But the cutoff is what age? What's the cutoff? I must have some nieces or nephews out there that would really enjoy this.
It's kind of a soft age range,
Okay.
but it was
well,
fun. Lots
in
of
the
fun.
meantime, I will definitely enjoy the opening this Friday night, as I hope you will too, because it's a wonderful thing right here in Pensacola, the Henry Matisse exhibit. So we will make sure that everyone goes. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thanks for having me.
Well, we are going to have a fabulous musician on next, and his name is Austin Paul Jr., and he is the most talented saxophone player you will ever hear on my show. So I want to make sure that you stay tuned and listen. We'll be right back.
As women and moms, our families are what's most important to us, and we work hard during our lives to make sure that they are cared and provided for. Hi, my name is Kristen Marks, but you can call me My Pink Lawyer. I work with women just like you to help you plan so that if something happens to you, your family is protected and your kids are raised by the people that you choose.
Order your free guardian and planning reports at mypinklawyer.com today. My Pink Lawyer, protecting what's most important to you, your family.
PACE Center for Girls focuses on quality programs which produce life-changing opportunities through education, counseling, training, and advocacy. PACE values all girls and young women, believing each one deserves an opportunity to find her voice, achieve her potential, and celebrate a life defined by responsibility, dignity, serenity, and grace. For over 20 years, PACE has provided the tools and skills necessary for success in every girl's life. PACE, believing in girls makes all things possible.
Welcome back to Yadda Yadda, and I have one of the most talented young men sitting with me this evening. He's going to be performing as well, Mr. Austin Paul. And I saw you at the Kwanzaa celebration, and I was mesmerized by how wonderful your music is, and you are such a talent.
Thank you, Mom.
Your parents must be very proud of you.
Yeah, they're very proud of me.
I'm sure they, and I hear you're also a very good student.
Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom.
How did you make that happen? I want to know how you did that, because that is so wonderful. It's just such a wonderful thing. You know, you're actually a teenager. You're sitting here with me. You know, you eat your vegetables too.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, he does everything. You gotta love that. Well, you know, you're the son of Mr. and Mrs. Austin Paul Connor Sr. And you have twin brothers and a sister?
Yes, Mom.
And where do you go to school?
I go to Washington High School.
And how long have you been playing the saxophone?
I've been playing about 6 years, ever since I was 8. I'm
ever
14
since you
now.
were 8. And you're 14 years old.
Yes, Mom.
And it says here that you actually had your first performance when you were in the 3rd grade?
Yes, Ma'am.
And what did you do when you were in the 3rd grade?
Well, my school had a like a 3rd grade band and everything, so I just wanted to play an instrument, so I just picked the sax, and I just loved it.
And just went for it.
Yes.
You know, did it like speak to you? Or did you hear other musicians play the saxophone?
I just heard a lot of musicians play the saxophone, and I just loved how it sounded.
Do either of your parents play the saxophone?
No, my dad plays actually the trumpet.
The trumpet. So you've got some musical influence in your family as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now you also play it at churches, and last year you won the Star of Tomorrow Award at the Apollo Theater.
Yes, ma'am.
How was that?
That was very exciting. A very excited feeling that really caught into me emotionally and everything. It was really nice.
Now, people can find you. They can go to the web and they can find you and actually click on the links to the YouTube video of you performing. Yes. And please do that, because he is so fabulous. You want to be sure to watch that. And you also have a CD that's out.
Yes. And
it's called 100% Soul Enhancer.
Yes.
That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. Well, anyway, I know that we've got to give you a few minutes here to play, so is there anything that you'd like to say before you start playing?
No, I'm just waiting when you
You're
are.
just here. I'm ready when you are. He's so good. You just go for it. I'm gonna read my Matisse. I'm gonna have my wine, and you just play and make everyone happy.
I guess I'll stand up.
Okay. Now, what are you gonna play for us?
Let's play a little something for you. I actually play my song that I wrote. It's called 100%, which is my title track.
So you wrote this?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, y'all enjoy this. It's fabulous. Oh, that's so wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Now sit down, we'll talk some more. Okay, now I want you to be aware of something. This is something you're going to need to know about because one of our sponsors, Kristen Marks, she is my pink lawyer. And she actually handles estate planning issues and many other things. And she did this presentation last week on the celebrity mistakes that they have made in estate planning. I know you're going to be celebrity because you're so incredible, and you need to make sure that you know about estate planning. So I'm going to hook you up with Kristen so we'll make sure you're taken care of. But, you know, so what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future is go to a college. I really want to be a doctor. Really a doctor in the medical field. I really want to do that other than my saxophone. That's going to be on the side. But if my saxophone really takes off, I'm going to stick with that. And also like producing and everything for different people and writing music and everything. So that's a big thing.
You composed that piece yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
It's beautiful.
Thank you,
Absolutely beautiful. You definitely have a gift. Now, I have known that you know, there are a lot of physicians who are also very musical. Yes, they are. And so that seems like it'd be a natural talent that you kind of put together.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you think you might want to be a surgeon or a
I really want to be a cardiologist.
A cardiologist.
Yeah, dealing with the
nice.
heart. Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of where you find that very interesting.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. You know, have a doctor in the family who eats his vegetables and plays a saxophone. Are you sure your parents will let me adopt you? Oh, well, you are so talented and
Thank
so
you,
wonderful. And where do you go to high school again?
Booker T. Washington High School.
Booker T. Washington, and you're probably in the band there.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, what other classes are you taking?
I take a lot of honors classes and also medical skills. So that's offered over there. So that's really nice to take.
Now, have you thought about a college that you want to go to yet?
For music, I'd rather go to Berkeley. Go to Berkeley in Boston, but I don't know medical college that I really want to go to right now. But I'm looking right now.
You got some time. Oh, very good, very good. Now, what do your brothers and sister think about this?
They think pretty highly of me, but my brothers they're a lot younger than me. They look up to me, so they really want to play. They're trying to play some instruments. My older brother, because they're twins, they one plays trumpet and another is playing cello. So that's going to be nice.
Cello,
Yeah.
how wonderful!
So that's going to be really nice.
So do you all ever try to play anything together?
Yeah, kind of. But thing is that they're beginners.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you have to be patient with them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, but like if we were at church or something like that, like I'll play a little harmony with them when they playing like
Very
a
good.
type of rhythm and everything, and it sounds pretty good when
Very good.
if we play harmonies together.
Now we want everyone to make sure that they go to your website and they can basically just Google you, and they can they can Google you. Just Google Austin Paul saxophone Pensacola, and you will find him. And you can go to his website and you can see where he's going to be performing. And because he does have some performances here locally, and he plays for certain events, and you will be so happy if you have him at one of your events because he's so talented, and it's just a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you, Mel.
Now we're going to be closing in just a minute. Is there something you'd like to play to close us out?
Okay.
Great. Thank you for watching Yadda Yadda. See you next week. Thank you. Thank you. That was